As a young woman, I have faced many challenges with growing up. Losses, love, and failure. These are the best and worst things about life. As a kid, I was always encouraged to talk about my feelings. The one person I would always turn to was my grandmother. It seems she always knew the answer. Whenever I was upset, she'd read me books or watch TV with me. I always preferred the books. The one book she read to me on repeat is a book by Dr. Seuss called Oh, the Places You Will Go. In fact, I still love this book today. My grandmother didn't have an easy life. However, she wanted me to succeed and have more opportunities than she did growing up. Even when I did well on something as simple as an elementary school spelling test, she never made me doubt that she was proud. She was the happiest person you could ever meet. As I got older, I began to realize that she was very sick. She had heart problems her whole life, but I didn't fully understand how serious they were until I became older. Oh, I'm so sorry. She also battled breast cancer 3 times and survived all 3 successfully. Unfortunately, during her second fight with cancer, she had to undergo triple bypass surgery. She continued being a grandmother to me no matter what she was going through. My grandfather was always in the picture as well. There was never a time that they didn't show up. Holidays, birthdays, sports games, or school awards. While growing up, I failed tests, and I failed my grandmother multiple times. I did some things that I am not proud of today, but she picked me up and pushed me 10 times harder and made sure that I knew she was proud. In 2021, my grandmother sadly passed away. When she passed, my grandfather's health declined rapidly, so it felt like losing both grandparents at once. This was the first severe loss I ever saw, heard, and felt. I suffered with depression at a very young age because I knew I wouldn't be able to hear my grandmother's voice again or talk to her about anything whenever I needed. I struggled with communicating, keeping up my grades, and living in the moment. When I moved to Wildwood, I got introduced to AVID, Advancement via Individual Determination. AVID teaches kids strong academic skills, prepares students for college and career, and provides essential skills for studying. I researched some things about AVID, and I realized I was in no position to be an AVID. My grades didn't meet the criteria, nor did my attendance. I still applied because it seemed like a good opportunity. Ms. Allison Jelly believed in me and invited me to join. I didn't know many kids in AVID, but I was welcomed with open arms. My AVID family and peers became a second family, people I could rely on. I needed the support and encouragement to push forward. I hated going to school, and I was in no position to even think about college. But AVID changed that. Mr. Neal, my AVID teacher, was someone I could talk to when I had a problem. Even if it wasn't the advice I necessarily wanted to hear, trust me. He got on my nerves from time to time. But as much as I hate to admit it, he was always right. He taught me lifelong lessons and memories that I will take beyond the classroom. My grandmother always believed in me. After she passed, I came across a quote in the book she once read to me. "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go." At the time, I didn't realize how much those words would mean, but as I thought about them a year later, it all started to make sense. I get to choose my path. Whether I go where I want to or not is totally up to me. AVID helped me determine my future. Surrounding me with kids that had goals and dreams like my grandmother once had for me motivated me. Teachers like Mr. Neal and Ms. Allison Jelly are why kids like me from a small town go far in life. AVID made school feel like the place where I belonged. I felt safe to speak up, ask for help, and just be myself. I got my grades up with the help of tutorials. Short explanation, AVID tutorials are a process used by students to receive academic support in their classes. These helped get my grades up tremendously. I started living in the moment, and I started living the life my grandparents hoped I would. With the help of AVID, I got out of my shell. Like right now, I'm literally presenting this speech without shaking up because of the confidence AVID has given me. I stopped living for my grandmother and grandfather and started living for me. I just hope to be everything they wanted me to be one day. My plan as a freshman at Wildwood Middle High School is to graduate with honors classes, then attend a 4-year college. Colleges I am interested in, but not limited to, are the University of Central Florida and the University of Florida. From there, I plan to attend medical school, enter a medical residency program, then go into the pediatric field to study pediatric surgery. And you may ask, why pediatric surgery? Kids believe in magic. They play pretend. They make wishes and promises and wish on shooting stars. They recover fast and survive worse, so it's a challenge. And I genuinely love challenges. This never would have been my future life plans if my AVID teachers didn't choose to believe in me when I failed to believe in myself. Today, I am in all honors classes and am celebrating the entire freshman year of high school with all A's. I continue living in the moment and living out the life my grandparents wanted for me. I was asked by my Summer Institute mentor what I would want you all to take from this speech. I would like to share that no matter how tired you are, no matter how hard it is to get out of bed some days, no matter what you are going through, you have someone rooting for you. That someone being your students, or maybe someone lost along the way. Please, I encourage you all to keep pushing students beyond their comfort zones and continue believing in what they can become, no matter their background. Thank you to all who have supported me, and thank you all for your time and consideration.